Yo, what's good in the hood, people? It's your boy back at it again, bringing you another Destiny 2 video. And this one is basically a goddamn clutch video. So, I actually recorded this last week. I gotta apologize to everybody who watches my content. I know I haven't been able to get on like I want to. I've been real busy, like just life busy, and like I would love to make this something that I do full time, but right now it's more of a part-time thing. So I'm gonna try to just work on getting more videos pumped out to you guys as much as possible and keep up with my streaming schedule. But let's get back to the point at hand. So in this video, man, this is like not my first time doing a raid, but this was probably my third time making it here. And this is my first time actually beating it. So for all of you that's new to this raid, basically you'll get 3 people sent in to this shadow realm, almost like how Oryx did in the Taken King, and then you have 3 other people who will leave out of the shadow realm and go back into the throne room, and you have to kill ants like a motherfucker in here, as well as you'll have to do some teamwork. You have to call out the symbols on his forehead: dog, cup, axes, and sun. So whichever one you don't call is 3 out of the 4. The one that you don't call is the scion that you would hit in the room that you saw earlier. And we had did this like 5 times. We were actually getting closer, getting closer and closer to being pretty perfect, right? Just getting a little bit of some of the errors out of the way, some of the mistakes we were making. And it was funny to me because I kind of knew all along that this would be a good team to run with. So as you can see, I saved myself from making a mistake right there. And I was like, okay, we're in here. Let's go ahead and get this done, right? We're doing what we need to do. We were actually flowing pretty damn good this time around. And we had a pretty good strategy. Man, you guys are going to see when it gets to the end, the last guy, his name is Adam B5566. I told this guy, I said, that's no longer your name. That is no longer your name. Your name from now on is Aaron Rodgers, bro. Like, your name is Aaron Rodgers because you're the fucking clutch man today, man. Like, you threw a Hail Mary in the end zone and fucking Jordy Nelson just caught the bitch in the end zone, because that's what he was, and it was dope because like I said, we had already tried and failed a few times beforehand, and we were getting better. We were progressively starting to get better. So once we actually got back into the throne room and we started doing damage to them, and everybody was running out of ammunition. Like, as you can see, I only have like fucking 4 bullets left, and I have no other ammo other than my rocket. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna use this rocket. I'm gonna save my tether until the very last part, the last plate, and I'm just gonna keep hitting them with this, and then get off and do damage to some of the hounds. So I was like, let me just use my last little bit right here, and just see what I can do to him. You know what I mean? Because as you can see, I shot like fucking 6 tethers at him. So I had some ammo waiting for me, which luckily that happened. I figured I'd go back up here and get this guy and make it happen. He kind of messed up. And see, we were still making mistakes. Like, even that was a bit of a mistake. But we were doing a good bit of damage to him. Like, I was running with these guys until late at night, And for anybody who haven't seen this, oh, see, that was another mistake right there. That was actually another mistake right there. We got off the plate too early, and that was actually my fault that time, because I'm telling everybody, I'm like, no, get off, he's immune. And I was like, oh shit, I thought he was going to shoot the plate, but he didn't. He actually just rose his hand. So pretty much, like I said, we were all still making mistakes, but we were fighting through the mistakes, which was a good thing. That was a real good thing. But for anybody who haven't seen this raid, I'm going to try to get my guys that I normally play Destiny with to get on. So we're going to pick a day, get on, and we're probably just going to live stream the entire raid from beginning to end. So it'll probably be the weekend, maybe a Saturday or something like that. It won't be during the week, I don't think, because I kind of get a little busy during the week. Even though I get busy on the weekends too, but I would have more time to do it on the weekend than I would during the week. But back at it again. Let's go ahead and keep talking about this. So, like I said, we were making little mistakes. Just little mistakes, but we were recovering from it. But the main thing was like, we have to make sure we have ammo. We have to make sure we have ammo. So I was like, okay, I got to preserve some of my ammo when I'm in the shadow realm. I only had like that one rocket. As you can see, I had one rocket that I picked up. And like, we needed the guys that was on the outside to stay alive, as well as us on the inside. You're probably thinking it looks easy on the inside, but it's actually not that easy. You have to make sure, see, like that. Somehow the line or the barrier just broke away, and we ended up missing the Scion, but we got him. Then another guy died, right? Any other time, these mistakes would be like extremely costly, but we kind of were trying to reduce it. Like even then, we almost didn't get that guy. Like, we almost didn't get him, and I'm like, no. So I was gonna pull out my other weapon and put him away, but got it, you know. And even this little last guy. See, the thing about the Scions is that they can actually throw grenades at you, and the grenades will launch you up in the air. And since this, you know, giant, I don't know, callus, shadow realm callus, he likes to absorb you in or something like that, or breathe you in or something. This fucker, like, the grenades will knock you right in the air. So you have to be quick with the Scions, and you have to be quick with your call out. And just to let you guys know, I'm not doing, like, you can't hear the actual audio, because we had a guy that was in the chat, and I guess, I don't know if he had a window open or a fan on right next to him, and you could just hear all the wind blowing in the headset, and I was like, I can't do that in the video, because I wanted you guys to hear the original commentary, some silly shit we might have said. But I was like, nah, don't worry about it. And I'm not even sure if everybody's voice was coming through anyway, so it didn't matter. But as you can see, we had like a good thing going. We were shooting all the skulls. I was even able to pick up some ammo before going back in the room, because you know the Scions drop ammo too. And I was like, let me take a moment to, I'm telling guys, like, I take a moment, heal some of the hounds, so you can get some ammo. And once everybody got here, I was like, let's do this. Let's fucking melt this dude, you know, put him away. So there are some strategies. I think I'm going to talk about the strategies as well towards the end. So one of the strategies is to, like, have the cold heart, because the cold heart progressively increases, like, it just keeps doing damage to him as you're shooting at him, right? As well as tether. And also, I was told this while playing this raid, is that if you have the Celestial Nighthawk and somebody tethers him, that one shot does like 500,000 damage to him, like literally half. I'm like, damn, you know. So you have the 3-piece tethers that does a lot of damage to him. Then you have the one tether that does a lot of damage to him on its own, but combine that with the Celestial Nighthawk, it doubles the damage. And as you can see, we're just trying to go ahead and melt them. So one of the best strategies that I've seen so far is using that oh damn, but he's setting the plates on fire in a second. There it goes. See, this is my first time making it, so I didn't notice that the fucking floor was on fire. I went back to go res somebody. I'm like, oh, I mean, not res somebody. I went back to do damage on the plate and got fucked up, as you can see. And then there's this guy, I don't know what killed him, but then he dies, you know? I'm like, oh my fucking God, what is happening? And there goes our Aaron Rodgers, man. Look at him. Put him away by his fucking self, man. By himself. I couldn't believe it. I was like, whoa, shit, bro. Whoa. I couldn't believe it. I just fucking couldn't believe it. But I'm telling you, if you're having issues with this raid, first you gotta really set in stone what everybody is going to be doing. Everybody needs to make sure that they know exactly what they're doing with this raid. Like, what is your job? You're going to have 3 people doing one job and 3 people doing another job, you know? The next thing you need to do is make sure you don't die. That kind of hurts when you die a lot, especially if it's the same person. If it's just this guy died, then this guy died, and maybe this guy died, that's different. But pretty much if you have it set up where you have a good powerful primary, a good powerful energy weapon, and a really powerful power weapon, you should actually put them down pretty quick. And that was like the best, like, I'm gonna keep it real, that was the best clutch I've ever seen on any raid I've been on, guys. Like, that shit, like, I was like, oh my god, we fucked up at the end, we're gonna have to do it all over, but we didn't. And hey, thank God for Aaron Rodgers, man. By the way, that hurts my feelings saying that because I'm a Bears fan, and after what he just did to the Bears last Thursday, I'm fucking disappointed in Aaron. Fuck Aaron Rodgers. But if you enjoyed the content, make sure you comment, subscribe, drop a like on the videos, and definitely join me in my live streams. I'm out of here, people. Peace.